Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here with another video. And you know, sometimes I have video ideas or things that I plan on doing for a video and I put them off because something else comes up that's more important or that I want to talk about, or breaking news, things like that. Right now, PlayStation 4 fans are starting to be a little bit pissed off that Sony is promoting these terrible looking games, these terrible indie games. And this is a video that I actually been wanting to do for a few days, and I'll link the article even though it's about a week old or so. But I find it fascinating because I said, you know what, Sony fans don't really complain, you know, no matter if something's bad or not, and that's a problem. Xbox fans have absolutely no problem complaining, but PlayStation fans, they're a little bit different, you know. Even with this thing, I seen an article that said that was kind of bashing Sony because they're the only ones that require a minimum amount in your PSN account for you to buy something. Meaning, if something's $1.99, you have to put $5 in, right? People used to bash Microsoft all the time for Microsoft points for that same crap, but Sony still does it. You know, anything less than $5 and you still have to put $5 full in there. So it's kind of ridiculous at this point. And then in the comment section, you just saw people like deflect it and say, oh, well, no big deal and things like that. They would say the same thing with the indies. Like, this indie boom that happened has really created a lot of bad games. So I'm going to read a little bit from the article, and I'll make sure to link it so you guys can check it out. Earlier this month, the official PlayStation YouTube account uploaded a trailer for a game called Life of Black Tiger, the mature adventure game, which appears to be a port of a free mobile title. It looks like crap, but it has sparked a discussion over the quality of games that players expect to see on consoles. Now, the trailer Life of Black Tiger, which is actually embedded on this article so you guys can watch it, was originally uploading on January 12th after some backlash. The footage was briefly unavailable for mysterious reasons, though it has since resurfaced online, and as of this writing, which was a week old, it had almost 1 million views and almost 30,000 dislikes. All because it looks like PS1 shovelware that appears to also have stolen music from an anime. Please tell me that Sony is trolling us, one YouTuber commenter wrote. I feel so disrespected by this somehow, another one wrote. Of course, just because something looks bad doesn't mean it actually is bad, and so YouTubers such as Jim Sterling have been giving this $10 game a shot. So you don't have to. You can watch a playthrough on this page as well. Turns out it's just as terrible as it looks. The thing nobody can figure out is if it's all actually a joke. They reached out to Sony to inquire about the game but have not heard back. This might be the worst game I've ever played on a console, Sterling said, between the ugly graphics, shallow mechanics, and awful controls. Sterling compared it to some of the bottom-of-the-barrel games you might expect to see on Steam Greenlight, not a console. There are no adequate words to describe how fucking unbelievable this game is, Sterling said. Thing is, Life of Black Tiger is not alone. Increasingly, Sony has been promoting more games that players deem low quality, and it goes on to list some of these as well that are like $15, which is pretty unbelievable in my opinion. This is the problem that I've had with these indies the entire generation. If any of you guys know or follow any kind of history of gaming, you'll know that one of the reasons there was a gaming a gaming crash back in the 80s was because there was no quality control. There was absolutely no quality control whatsoever. And there were good games at the time, right? But the problem is you could go and spend, I think it was like $35-40 on one good game, or when you went to the store, and at the time you have to remember there's no internet or anything like that, so people didn't know what a good game was from a bad game, and there was lots of licensed games. So a lot of places would do like 5 games for $25, so of course you're going to get 5 games for $25 instead of, you know, the one good game for $40. So Nintendo actually kind of saved the industry when they decided to do the whole thing with the seal of quality and things like that, and they actually limited developers to the amount of games they could develop for the console each year. So that kind of ticked off developers because they wanted to push out as much shovelware as possible. Now for me, I was appalled when I looked in the Xbox One store as well, and I seen that there's a ton of these indie games would look like Microsoft Paint covers or whatever. That's not what I want to see on console. And the funny thing is Sony doesn't do a game preview program because they said they didn't want that kind of quality. They wanted to be able to offer people the full experiences and things like that, not a half game or a broken game. but then yet here we go with this game right here that looks like a PlayStation 1 title. So I mean, something's got to give here, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I think fans have a right to be pissed off, and this whole generation we've been like just over bundled with these terrible looking indie games, and it's horrible. So it's about time people start speaking up and speaking their mind about this. You know, there should be no shame in that. Like, if you're a PlayStation fan and you're talking your mind about this, hey, props to you, man. No hate needed. I just think that more people need to start talking about this kind of stuff and get it straightened out, man. But let me know what you guys think. Again, check out the article, I'll link it, and you guys can, you know, comment, and please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so, because it helps out the channel a lot and I appreciate it. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.